let's say you want to do something in your programming logic on some condition, right? How can we do that? Let's check this in this video. Now, in order to make it easily understandable, I'll be taking an example of pet. So let's try to print the name of the pet only if the pet is a cat. So if the pet is other than a cat, we will not be displaying its name. So let's see how we can do that. So let me quickly create a variable called pet. So I'll use the shorthand rule this time. So it's a cat. Now let's print it. Log.println my pet is a pet name. Okay. Now if I try to execute this program, it will print my pet is a cat every time, right? Even if I put a variable called dog here, name called dog here, still it will put my pet is a dog, right? We want to print only when it is a cat. Now how that can be done is this can be done with the help of decision statements. So let's see what is a decision statement. Now decision statement is something which evaluates an condition, and if that condition becomes true, then only it will execute the content which will be inside it, right? Inside this block. Now let me do it like this. Now if this condition is true, then only whatever within this curly braces are there, that will get executed. Now since I have kept true here, it will always be getting executed and my pet will be printed here. Now let's quickly run this. You'll see that my pet is a cat is getting printed. Now how can we put a condition here is it is pretty simple. Whatever condition we want, that we'll be putting here. Now I'll be putting if my pet is equals to a cat. Notice here we have two equals to, which is a comparison operator. So I'll make a separate video on the operators if you want me to make. Now if you do not know how to declare a variable and how to access them in the Golang, I've made a separate video. I'll be leaving the link in the description. You can have a look at them. Now let's go ahead. So this is our conditional operator for comparison. Now if my pet is cat here, then only this line will get executed, else nothing will get executed. Now quickly let's check that. Now see here, my pet is a cat is getting printed. Now what happens if I change this to say dog? Let's execute this. Now you'll see that nothing is getting printed here, which is a valid case. Now if only the pet is cat, then only it gets printed, if else it will not, right? Now same way, along with if we can have else also. If the condition does not satisfy, then something else should get printed. In that case we can do the else block. Okay, we call it as an else. Now let's try to print here my pet is not a cat. Let's execute this program. Now this else block should start with the end of the curly braces. So let me put that else block here and let's quickly run this program. Now you see that my pet is not a cat is getting printed because our pet is a dog and else block is getting printed. Similarly, you can have n number of condition inside one another. For example, I can have one else here. Below it, I can have another else, right? So in order for each else to be a valid else statement, there should be a prior if condition to it, right? Now this else is a valid else because there is a if condition below it. Now for this else to be a valid one, we need to put an if condition here. Now let's put here if our pet is equals to a dog, we'll be printing my pet is a dog. Okay. Now here if pet is equals to let's say a hamster, then I'll be printing here my pet is a hamster. Okay, again in this else I'll be writing I do not know my pet. Okay, now let's try to execute this program now. Now what we should see here is, since pet is a dog, it is saying my pet is not a dog because I have kept my pet is not a dog as it is. So let me put this as a is a dog. Now you will see that my pet is a dog is getting printed. Means what? This condition did not satisfy. It went inside this else, and this particular condition got satisfied. Now one thing to remember is one of the condition is satisfied, other else block will not be executed, which is same in all the programming language. Now let me try to change this pet to say hamster and execute this program. It should say my pet is hamster because this statement is getting executed. Now if I put something else, like what can I keep the pet name as? Let me keep it as a tiger, obviously, which is not my pet, and type this program. We'll see that I do not know my pet name. All these conditions are become negative, and this finally else block is getting executed. Now it's not only a string type of variable we can use, so we can use any type of variable in the comparison, and that condition will be getting evaluated. Just for this example, I have used the example of pet. You can experiment with other data type variables, and you can see by yourself. That's it for this video, guys. We'll be coming up with the next video where we'll be talking about the switch statement or the switch decision statement present in the Golang. Bye bye.